especially in the spring season when we're experiencing allergies or a night of drinking or really just feeling puffy in general, we either use cucumbers or some other type of home remedy to depuff. But today I want to talk about a holistic practice, lymphatic drainage, with Leah Shabby, owner of Leah Shabby Skincare, and we're going to learn how to do it ourselves as well. Leah, tell us a little bit about your boutiques and your skincare center and a little bit more about you.
Okay, thank you for coming in. I've been in industry for over 20 years, so I started back in Minnesota, ran 9 salons in Minnesota, and wanted to be on the other side of the chair, if you will. So I went to beauty school, went to massage school. I was an Aveda, a concept advisor at one point, and worked with Aveda quite closely. And then I worked at the day spa in Minnesota, and that's where I got most of my experience, if you will. I was there for 5 years, and then I left and did some laser medical training. And from there, Jane Iredell Mineral Makeup hired me and moved me to Chicago. And just kind of missed doing skincare, so I wanted to get back into that. So I started basically working in a small salon here in the city, and then branched off and kind of took a leap of faith and opened my own boutique 5 years ago. It's actually 6 years ago this May now. And we kind of took on a life of our own and blossomed, and we opened this location that we're at now, and this is our little VIP private center. It's a little bit more cozy, a little bit more personal. We do a lot more laser treatments here, non-invasive of course, but we do incorporate now like the stem cell, which is an organic treatment, which is amazing, and our signature facials, obviously, that we love, that we incorporate the lymphatic drainage in. So we do a lot.
Wow, so many good services.
Yes.
So when it comes to lymphatic drainage, what exactly is that term, and how does it benefit us?
Well, basically, it's flushing fluids. It's getting everything moving, getting everything pumping, to keep it simple, if you will. If you had an emotional night or whatnot and you wake up and you're a little bit puffy, it's a great way to kind of do something at home for yourself. We have another fabulous product called the Eye Rescue Pad, which we call a 5-minute vacation, and it's cucumber, white tea, and green tea, and we keep them in the fridge. So when you put them on your eyes, it kind of is an immediate compression, but you can do that with anything. You can take little cotton rounds and dip them in distilled water, and then put them in the fridge, and then lay it on your eyes like a little mini vacation, and that will help kind of compress around the eye area.
Wow.
But we've got some fun products here too today to show you kind of a do-it-yourself quick little lymphatic drainage, and then also I can show you how to get like a little bit of a lift to your brow and a little more contour to the cheekbone as well. So at home, so fun, easy stuff.
Great. So if us women want to kind of lift and tighten without doing invasive procedures, this could be a good alternative.
Absolutely, yeah. And if you have an event you're going to go to and your eyes are just looking a little bit tired, our face is comprised of muscle. So when we bring energy to the muscle, just like when we work out, it's the same thing. We kind of forget about our face. So there's a lot of great different books that you can get to actually engage the muscle in the face to keep things lifted. But we can do things on our own just by cleansing, and just by the way that we're doing it, the technique that we're doing it can create some lift and some volume, and then flush fluids along the same track too.
Great. Well, it sounds like we'll be nice and svelte after this.
Yes.
So let's just jump into this demo and get started.
Okay, so first of all, I've got 2 different fun products here. I have a geothermic cleanser, which is kind of fun. Everyone likes it because it's kind of a minty, tingly feel. So this is great as a mask. This is one of my all-time favorites. This is a French line that we carry, Biagelique Recherche, and this is their lifting serum. And it has some apple cider vinegar and some other little goodies in there, too.
I love apple cider vinegar.
It's amazing. And we can actually, if you want to, we can start with that, too, to show you a little lift. I like to take my own little gauze, and I don't use cotton because cotton absorbs too much of the product. So I like to just kind of saturate. And when we're doing this, you always want to start and work up and out. That's basically with the flushing. The Europeans do things a little bit different than the American technique. American with flushing is kind of downward strokes, and with the lifting technique, European style, it's all up and lifting. They don't do anything down. They believe that gravity will take us down. Let's keep things lifted. So that's kind of the philosophy I've adopted. I'm French, so we do everything here kind of with that understanding, if you will. So I've just saturated my sponge, and I do love this. Actually, I do this to myself at home a lot. So, I like to always say wide fingers, like jazz hands, if you will.
Okay.
Spirit fingers. And you want to kind of lift, and you want to pump. And you see, and I'll show you, too, on your hand. You want to lift and pump and press. So I'm just kind of pumping and just applying. And then what you can also do, too, is do some pinching. If you have some lines in the neck area or wherever you want to pop that area out, you can do a little pinching. You'll see I'll probably get a little bit red. I'm pretty sensitive.
Bit, yeah.
But it's good. It's bringing the circulation and the energy to the area. So then I'm going to kind of work up And everything, if you can see, is kind of upward strokes. And I'm kind of just pumping and using my hand to lift as well. When we do this in-house, it's a little bit different, but it kind of feels really good too, even when you do it to yourself.
Yeah, it's pretty much like a massage.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
You're kind of pumping and lifting and pressing. And so I'm going to work around my mouth. So what I do is I want to just kind of work these smile lines here and the lines above my lips. So I want to kind of get in here, and I'm holding the skin, you see, with the other hand up. So you're going to get a workout for your upper body as well. And when we do the trainings,
kill two birds with one stone.
When we do trainings for this, the Europeans are all about bring energy to your body. So you want to keep everything open. Arms should be open and up, posture tight, and then you want to lift and you want to lift and you want to lift, and you don't want to pull the skin, you want to lift. So you're gently, see how my fingers are kind of working along with it, and then like around the mouth. That's why we don't like these smile lines.
And you just press.
Yeah, I'm just pressing and pumping and lifting, if you will. And I'll do it on your hands so you can feel it too, pumping and lifting. And then you can get in and work those little lines again with a little pinching, 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 pinching. And then what I like to do is actually get in and sculpt underneath my cheekbone. And really define, and I'm telling you, it's upper body workout here too. But get in and define that cheekbone and then lift. And then for the eye area, it's nice. You can take and switch positions, put your thumb kind of in there, thumb and first finger, and you can press and press like 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And get in there. And this will help flush that fluid to around the eye. It feels really good too. And then you just kind of pump.
Yeah.
I usually do this 5 times. Then I sweep back around underneath my cheekbone, and then now I'm going for the brow because we all want that lifted brow.
Lift,
and especially around the eye too. So I really kind of want to work and bring energy around the eye, and then to lift the brow. So I want to lift, lift, lift my brow, and the glabella muscle right here. This is a tough muscle. This is where we always get those 11s, the furrows. Once those furrows are there, they're there for good. So you want to be preventative and catch those before, so you can really work. And work and work and work the brow. And then you can go back with that pinching too to flush. But you can probably see just from that little bit I did the visible change. Can you see the lift in the brow from one side to the other? Just from quickly doing that. So like if I have somewhere to go, I'm going to just work my brow, and it just feels so good. You can just shut your eyes and just sit there for a few minutes. I usually just do that, and I'll get a big lift from the one brow to the other.
I can see crazy. I can see the difference.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see, but it's kind of cool. And then you can really go back and play then and sculpt and sculpt and sculpt and sculpt and sculpt.
So it's like a little mini facelift.
It is a facelift. It is. It's like a pick-me-up. And it's just, again, bringing energy to those facial muscles.
Okay. And so how much time can we expect to perform this on ourselves?
I would do like 5 minutes each side of your face if you really want a nice treatment. And then you can take and work your solutions in and just kind of bring, like, I like to really
just get
my fingers going and get things moving and just beat yourself up a little bit, if you will. You know, just get the energy going in there. And it just feels so good, but it just gets everything like, wow. Awake and alive. Moving into this one. So
this is a second technique.
Yes, and actually if we were going to do this, I would probably do the mask first. And then finish with my lifting treatment. So you're getting flushing and lifting kind of all in one. So with this, you just want to work it around and apply it onto the skin. And again, you can see I'm doing everything upward. It just feels better too. Apply and lift as you go. This one has a nice little clean tingle to it. So with this one, I'm going to start with my scalenes, which are like right along here, and I'm going to use my first finger and my thumb, and I'm going to do some pinching, and it just feels so good. I'm going to do about 4 times, and then flush down 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 times you want to repeat that, and then we're going to move up to the chin. So, and I always like to just kind of massage through here anyway, and then get on the bottom of the chin. I'm using my thumb and first finger again, and in my head when I do this, I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm moving. So I'm basically pumping and pressing. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I like to just finish the little circle because a lot of people have TMJ or they
clench their jaw.
So it just feels so good. And then I circle back. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and then rotate and then circle back. And you want to do this 4 times.
Okay.
And then at the 4th time here, then we're going to flush down.
Okay.
And then we're just going to kind of flush and pump. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay?
Oh, okay.
I'm going to add a little water because you want to make sure that you can move around here. You're not sticking. So now that I've completed this, I'm going to move up above the lips because I want to move to the next section of the face. So again, we're kind of pinching and pushing. So 4 times. And if you can do this while you're just chilling out, put a towel behind your head or lay back and relax, it really does feel good too. And then I always just kind of like and flush, 2, 3, 4. And then you can sweep back up, revisit the area you already visited. So it's, I always like to have a rhythm and a flow to everything I do. So I like to revisit and then go back, 2, 3, 4. And then you do that again. And you're flushing. And then down and pump. Yeah.
Well, Leah, thank you so much for showing us how to do this lymphatic drainage demonstration.
It's great for a spa night at your house.
Yes, definitely, and I'm so excited to try it out myself. I'm going to be doing it for sure every weekend after my restaurant indulgences.
Yes.
But thanks again, Leah.
Thank you. Thank you so much for coming in.